As we push open the vermilion-lacquered gates of the Forbidden City, countless women's loves, hatreds, and sorrows are hidden here. Every rule here is tied to life and death, honor and disgrace, and each day's life is like a pre-written script, leaving one powerless to act on their own will. Even what to do, what to eat, and what to wear are inscribed in the ancestral family laws. Here lie survival rules so strict they stifle. This is the true daily life of concubines in ancient Chinese harems. Welcome back to my channel. Today, let's lift the veil of history and uncover the real lives of the ancient imperial harem. When the Forbidden City is still shrouded in darkness, the harem begins to stir. Not all concubines rise early, however. As the mistress of the harem, the empress must awaken to dress and prepare between 3 and 5 a.m. daily, both to set an example for other concubines and to prepare for paying respects to the empress dowager. Lower-rank concubines need not rise as early but must not oversleep, lest they neglect their duties. The empress's toilette is no simple routine. It is a solemn ritual, embodying royal majesty and hierarchy in every detail. The first task upon waking is ablution. The empress and favored concubines use specially scented soap horns, which release a delicate fragrance and leave skin smooth. Combs may be carved from jade, their cool touch soothing as they glide through hair. Next comes the critical ritual of dressing and makeup. Hairstyles and cosmetics are matters of utmost gravity in the harem. The empress's headdress is a masterpiece, a phoenix crown adorned with precious East pearls, its beads swaying with every step to signal her exalted status. Ordinary concubines face strict restrictions on headdress materials and designs, no overly valuable ornaments, no flamboyant styles. To wear improperly is an act of presumption, punishable by severe discipline. Makeup varies by occasion. Soft, natural tones for daily life in their quarters, bold and elaborate looks for audiences with the emperor or major ceremonies, designed to catch his eye. Clothing is another minefield of protocol. Yellow is reserved exclusively for the empress and empress dowager. Any other concubine wearing yellow risks immediate punishment. Rank dictates fabric and color. The empress dons silk embroidered with gold thread, while lower-rank concubines may wear only coarse linen. Embroidery patterns and accessory counts are strictly regulated, with seasonal wardrobe changes, mink fur in winter, sheer gauze in summer. In China, food is a cornerstone of life, but in the harem, diet is dictated by rigid hierarchy. According to Qing Palace Archives, Qinggongdangan, the empress's daily provisions are staggering. 16 gene of pork, 1 chicken, 1 duck, plus exotic delicacies and fresh produce, ensuring sumptuous meals at every sitting. These are prepared by the Imperial Kitchen, Yushanfang, a specialized culinary bureau with meticulous division of labor. Her meals are served in fine porcelain or gold or silverware, each dish accompanied by a small silver tasting plate to detect poison. Lower-rank concubines fare starkly worse, with a meager daily ration of 1.8 gene of pork. Their simple, bland meals are cooked in lesser palace kitchens, with inferior ingredients and craftsmanship. Improving their diet depends on imperial favors or personal resourcefulness. Dining itself is bound by strict etiquette. No noise, no arbitrary dish selection, and elders must begin eating first. At communal meals, seating order and tableware are rigidly prescribed. Who sits at the head, which bowls are used, with no room for error. A single misstep could invite reproach. Harem politics are more complex than any drama, making social skill a survival necessity. Daily morning and evening audiences with the empress and empress dowager are mandatory. Upon arrival, concubines perform formal rituals and report on their daily lives. Criticism or even palace rule, transcription punishment, fa chao gongui, may follow for perceived shortcomings. Beyond honoring elders, concubines must navigate peer relationships. Friendly factions visit each other to chat, play chess, or admire flowers, sharing gossip, who has fallen from favor, who has earned the emperor's praise. But camaraderie often masks rivalry. Some concubines feign friendship while slandering rivals to the emperor, turning court life into a theater of intrigue. In the Qing dynasty, the empress held power to reduce lower-rank concubines' allowances as a means of control. For example, a concubine offending the empress might find her supplies drastically cut, plunging her into hardship. Ming Dynasty rules were even harsher. Late arrivals to audiences faced kneeling punishment, fagui, and 3 absences could lead to demotion, stripping rank and reducing a concubine to a lowly palace maid. Festivals like the Spring Festival or Mid-Autumn Festival brought grand gatherings. The emperor, empress dowager, and empress presided over banquets where concubines performed songs, dances, or music to gain favor and potential promotions. Despite rigid rules, concubines sought diversions, which often doubled as avenues for attracting imperial attention. The harem's vast gardens offered respite. Concubines tended personal flower beds, planting, watering, and pruning, taking pride in their blooms. Flower arrangement and appreciation were popular, filling chambers with fragrance. The palace maintained a dedicated opera troupe, shibun, ready to perform at a concubine's command. Seated with refreshments, they enjoyed operas or folk songs, though silence and decorum were enforced, lest they be deemed uncouth. Beauty alone could not sustain favor. Talent and refinement were essential. Concubines studied poetry, history, and classical texts. Some composed verses, and imperial approval could transform their fortunes. Embroidery was another vital skill. Handmade handkerchiefs, sachets, and textiles serve as gifts and proofs of virtue. Mastery earned admiration and potential royal notice. In the Qing dynasty, scholars were appointed to teach concubines Manchu, Mongolian, and Chinese, along with etiquette, liyi, and culture. Poor performance invited mockery and damaged imperial favor. Ming Dynasty concubines studied Confucian classics on female virtue, with monthly exams recorded in official files. High scores brought rewards or promotions, failures led to book transcription, chalsu, or house arrest, jinju. Winning the emperor's favor was the ultimate goal, with sleeping in the imperial chamber, shiqin, as the primary avenue. The Qing dynasty's unique system stripped concubines of dignity, selected by the emperor's flip of a name plaque, paizu. They were bathed, wrapped naked in quilts, and carried to his chamber, all to prevent assassinations. The process inspired fear, as success meant favor while failure could end opportunities. During attendance, strict protocols forbade noise or prolonged stay. Satisfactory performance might yield promotions or gifts. Mistakes could mean permanent disfavor. Records of these encounters, kept by the Office of Imperial Concubines, Jing Shufang, documented timing and details for lineage purposes, ensuring the purity of royal blood. A concubine's birthday was a highlight, marked by gifts from the emperor, empress, and peers, jewels, silks, and banquets with friends. Pregnancy brought special treatment. Daily bird's nest tonics, round-the-clock imperial doctors from the Tai Yiyun, and strict postnatal care. Bearing a prince offered the ultimate prize, potential motherhood to an emperor, elevating her to empress dowager. But fall from favor meant ruin. Confiscated gifts, downgraded quarters, even exile to the cold palace, Lungong. Serious offenses could lead to rank revocation or death. The daily life of concubines in a harem seems luxurious, but in fact is full of restrictions and helplessness. Their every move is bound by strict rules, and all their behaviors and activities revolve around the emperor and court etiquette. Their stories are a microcosm of ancient court life, and also let us have a deeper understanding of that special era. Well, this episode is over. If you like today's content, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss more wonderful Chinese history stories in the future. See you next time.